Hi guys, I'm Charlie, I'm the Ginger teacher. I'm a primary school teacher and I also sell educational resources on TES. And this video today is going to show you how to get started selling educational resources. Now, I'm going to just switch you over to my computer screen and we can get started. So let's have a look. First of all, we'll start with this. This is my home page, this is Google. This is what I land on, and these are my lovely bookmarks at the top here. Now we're going to go to TES.com, which stands for Times Educational Supplement, but it's just TES now. Now this is my home page. As you can see, the Ginger teacher, I'm logged in already, but we're going to log out. I'm going to log out, and you will see that I'm there. Now this is the landing page. Now you can either log in here if you have an account already. If you don't have an account, you can sign up. Now, signing up is very, very straightforward. You just fill in your name and your details, and then you just choose a username, password, etc. and join. Now, I've already got a purpose account, so I'm logging in. That's me logging in. There. Now, this is your home page. You'll see from your home page that you've got a feed, and the news feed has all sorts of information on it, and things like people you follow, people you've reviewed, just general news, and it's just a feed, and it's quite handy to have. Over here on the side are your resources, just your things that you've uploaded, things you've downloaded, your shop, with all sorts of things. They're quick links, they're called, and they're quite straightforward. And they're very easy to handle. Across the top are more complicated tabs. So we're going resources because we're going to upload a resource today. Now the resources homepage, you can search for all sorts of things, but there's my resources up in the corner, my shop, and also there's the add resource, which is the big one. The big one we're going to look at today because you're going to upload a resource for sale on TES. So you click here. Now, you're going to get this pop-up box here which says you have to make sure the resources are your own. Now, copyright is a very important issue and you need to make sure that everything you upload, you have a right to upload it. This box will pop up every time to remind you of that. Do not forget, it's a very, very important thing to do. So you can click on the got it and it will disappear. Now, you have a box here that says add your files. You can drag and drop files, but that never works for me on my computer. I don't know why. So I click browse your computer. And another box will appear, which you can't see at the moment. That's fine. And it will appear and you can then move your files, select your files and put them in. Now, an important thing to remember when uploading files is if you want a cover page, upload it first. Because your files will upload in the order that they will appear. So if you have a cover page uploaded first, that's the first thing that people will see. So there's my cover page uploaded. Now, once my cover page is first, I don't mind what order the other files are shown in, so they can just be selected and uploaded all in one go, which is nice and easy because it does it very fast. It takes a while for these. You'll see that next to the files are this specify type, which is really just TES asking you to explain which kind of file you are uploading. It doesn't mean Word or PowerPoint or things like that, it just means how useful it will be. So you need to select the type of resource you're giving people, like a worksheet here. There's no actual resource label for clip art, which is what this is, so I'm going to label them as other. And they're all going to be labelled as other because they are all clip art. Now, it's quite frustrating that I have to do this all one at a time, especially for larger products that have several files, but this is what we have at the moment. Maybe TES will change it at a later date, we're not sure, but for now this is what we've got. As you can see, while I'm doing this, the bar is moving quite swiftly across to upload my files to the TES website, which is quite handy because it means that it's going quite quickly today. I must be lucky. Now, you can see that all of my files are PNGs. The reason for this is that some people like to use their pictures in lots of different things, and it's important that these pictures are high quality. If someone buys your artwork, they want to be able to use it. And JPEG is much better quality than, PNG is much better quality than JPEG. So this is what we use. You'll also notice that I'm offering these each of these files as coloured and black and white. You can see the BW and the coloured next to each file. This is because some people prefer to use black and white pictures, some people prefer coloured, and everyone likes their own choice. There's some limitations on printing in some schools, which makes it quite hard for people to get around the nice, lovely websites that request you print in colour, or the worksheet doesn't make sense. So whenever I do anything that requires pictures, I like to do an option that is black and white so people don't feel pressurised into printing on the colours. Now we're just getting to the end of my uploads. I'm still labelling all of these as other, which clearly takes time. And my green bar is still travelling across, which is also fine. Now, when you upload your own resources, you have to think quite carefully about the choices that you make for the type of resource. For example, I wouldn't label something as a lesson starter if it had the whole lesson in there, because you're just doing yourself out of people who are looking for whole lessons. Now, once all of your resources are labelled, and they're in the process of uploading, you need to give your resource a title. Now there's some lovely hints over here on the side of the page about what to do with your title, but the most important thing is that people know what your resource is, and also it's something that people would look for. So think about the types of things that people would look for. I tend to write my description in Word first, make sure I like the read of it and the look of it, and then I copy and paste over. You can make your titles quite interesting and snappy, but it's better to be very clear about what people are getting. You'll see that the spelling of these is slightly different. I had to change these because I also sell to the American market, so I have to adjust the spellings, but it's quite simple. Just go through and check that each one of them has the correct spelling, as I've done here. And there we go, we're done. So my green bar is still travelling across the top. I've got my title, I've got my description ready. We're ready to move on. Now, the next page. Oh, we click continue. Oh, it's thinking about it. The next page that we're going to see. Oh, no, it's still thinking. Okay, this is for the age. Now, if your resource is a classroom resource, it's a worksheet, something like that, a lesson, you can be very careful about the age you select. Mine is clip art, which is clearly for primary, so it's got quite a wide age range. TES have only got a few select there, so I select primary. Now, here are your subjects. Now, there's lots of subjects that you can choose from here, and again, TES doesn't really recognise clip art that much, so there isn't a clip art category, fortunately. But you can see there's lots and lots of other subjects, so your resources might fall under one of these. Read them all carefully. Decide which one you're going to choose. I'm going with whole school because whole school is my closest I have to clip art. Now, whole school, under each category there are subcategories, which you can find. Their internet safety here is quite an interesting one. I've used that before, but you can choose which one you would like to upload your resource as, and I'm choosing classroom template simply because it's the only one that kind of matches clip art. But when you do your own resources, you'll have to choose more carefully and make sure that you know how much you're going to, well, what categories you're going to do. Right, so here we have the pricing. Now, TES have decided that my product should be £5, so I don't really agree with them. It's quite a small product, and although there's lots of files to it, I'm selling it at £1 because I think that people should have a fair price. So I'm choosing £1, but it's up to you. You'll make your own choices. And there you go. There is your product. Now, you will see your product picture is just not here at the moment. That's because TES takes its time to organise things and make sure everything looks the way it should. After a while, this funny mountain thing will disappear, and you will have proper pictures. But for now, this is all you get. Don't worry too much when it comes to actually publishing your product. It will be there. Now, you can see over the side, the downloads and views are 0. This because it's not been published yet. So we click publish. It will ask me if I want to promote this. No, it's fine. Not right now. I'll come to that later. We'll do some more work on promotion later. And there we go. My cute coloured and black and white Christmas clip art is available with all these files here. You can see all these files are now ready to be looked at. Now, in a moment, there we go, we go to my shop, and you'll see this is my shop. It's not really finished yet. Here's all my resources that I've uploaded previously. My new resource is not on here yet, simply because it takes time for TES to adjust and fix the things that it needs to see. But you'll see my others. So let's have a quick look at one of my resources. I would quickly have a look at the end of year classroom award certificates. See, I've got a cover page here. This started out as mountains as well, don't worry. And the cover page, and then all the files that are with it. You can also see over here that this is how many views it's had, and this is how many downloads. It had 270 views and 25 downloads. This tells me this information so I can keep track of how much I've sold, which is, very useful and handy to have. And that's about it, really. This is what you do. This is what they will end up looking like. So there you go. And I hope you enjoy my blog. So that's it. That's how we get going. So have a go, see if you can get some resources uploaded to TES, and I will see you soon. If you look below, you will see that my blog details are there, so please remember to follow me and check out my store. I have stores on TES and TPT, so just have a quick look, and I'll see you again soon.